every day. If you are a business owner that supports real change in America, sign up now at wecareaboutvp.com. Building the economy through win-win partnerships. That's wecareaboutvp.com.
Hi, this is Shalene, producer of Neothink Radio. I'd like you to meet someone very special, another mentor of mine. His name is Bill Bartman. During the last banking crisis, Bill went from dirt poor to a multi-billionaire. How did he do it? I know, and now I want you to know. Bill wants to personally share with you his proven techniques. Visit Bill's affiliate website at www.turnkeysuccessplan.com. Sign up on his website and you'll be all set. It's that easy. Go to www.turnkeysuccessplan.com. That's turnkeysuccessplan.com.
Vision-1. Vision-2.
We're the party for the people, for the man in the streets.
This is Raymond from Ontario, Canada, and I support the 12 Visions Party.
This is Ogden from Oklahoma. I support the 12 Visions Party also.
This is Bruce from Madras, Oregon, and I also support the 12 Visions Party.
This is Macy from Georgia, and I also support the 12 Visions Party.
And this is Doc from Florida. I support the global 12 Visions Party.
Yes, hello. This is Renee from Ohio, and I support the global 12 Visions Party.
It is Ronnie from Florida, and I support the 12 Visions Party also.
NTR.
Welcome to NTR, Neothink Radio, on the road to the White House with the 12 Visions Party. NTR Neothink Radio is not entertainment. NTR is the only radio show that promotes positive change and gives the answers. The 12 Visions Party is not a tea party. In fact, the 12 Visions Party reaches out to our Tea Party friends and encourages their voice. The 12 Visions Party is not affiliated with any political party. This show introduces you to the market businessmen and women who are building this party of real change. Market businessmen and women, not career politicians. This show is devoted to all of us who have been victimized by corrupt politicians and big government. Join us on the road to the White House with the 12 Visions Party.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back. We're glad you could be with us. I'm Steve Fagan, and you are listening to NTR Radio, and my guests today are Mr. Michael Dilworth and Mr. Larry Wert. Thank you for joining us, gentlemen. What we're going to do now is we're going to discuss, really go into a little bit more detail. We're going to go into really what I want to discuss is the idea of health and what's going to happen with universal health once a 12 Visions Party president comes into office. And Michael, do you have any comments to really kind of get the ball rolling in regard to what our listeners can expect once we start moving forward with our 12 Visions Party and our actual 12 Visions Party president when it comes to universal health?
Well, the thing about the universal health is that, well, first thing that happens when the president gets elected is he works through his budget, and he's going to work to remove the bureaucracies that are under his control, which includes the FDA, and there's other bureaucracies that are underneath the president also. But the FDA is the big one. It is just a huge bureaucracy that holds back medical technologies and holds back doctors from doing the research and scientists from doing the research that they need to do to develop these new technologies, these new medicines, these new surgical techniques. So that's going to be the main thing that's going to happen right off the bat with the TVP president.
Great. Larry, any comments on your end?
Well, I guess the important thing to remember here is that once those regulations are basically lifted off the backs of these geniuses, this will enable these new medical technologies to come to market much quicker than they do now. In fact, a lot of these new technologies don't even make it to the market because of all the regulations and all the cost-prohibitive regulations that are out there. We've heard the stories of new technologies, new promise of a new cure for some disease, but the company never follows through because of the enormous money it would take just to get this technology past the FDA. Huge sums of money to get this passed, and that will cease to happen. These new technologies will come to the market quickly, very quickly, so that they are able to have an effect. And they're not just technologies that you have to take day after day after day after day. These technologies will eradicate disease after disease. They will eradicate disease. I'm going to say that again. These technologies will eradicate disease. That is what these new geniuses will do. They will basically, almost in an attempt to put themselves out of business, will eradicate disease. Then they'll move on to the next one and the next one until all diseases have been cured. Not by taking a pill or taking some kind of therapy for the rest of your life. They will be cured instantly. And that's the important thing to remember.
Excellent comment. Thank you, Larry, for that, because that is the objective. Remember, as we move forward and we grow with the 12 Visions Party and with our president coming in, the idea is we're getting rid of the red tape. We're getting rid of the walls that are holding us back from going forward. We are working, remember, with the prime law, and I want to bring everybody back to that. The prime law, which is about, abstaining from initiatory force. It's about making all the people rich. It's about making sure that everybody has an opportunity to prosper and live happily. It's about tearing down walls that are avoiding the opportunity for us to eliminate disease. For geniuses, which we're going to get to in a moment, to come up with technologies and really serums and processes that are going to help disease become eliminated. You may be in a world today where you really would love to be doing something else besides what you're currently doing, and that something else could be helping eradicate disease. So think of that as we're talking this evening. Gentlemen, I'd like to take it to the next level because we're talking about eradicating, we're talking about men and women stepping up and creating their own businesses, creating opportunities for us to enrich our lives. And lately it comes to geniuses. And Larry, you were talking about the geniuses, coming in and eradicating and as well as building. Do you want to have any thoughts about that? Because I really like to talk to both you and Michael about, what is the geniuses? Who are the geniuses? Are we the geniuses?
Sure are. We sure are. Like I said before, this can be from your neighbor down the street or even your boss who has an idea to how to improve his service or his business or create a new technology, but just is not able to either get the funding or to get past some regulation which prohibits him from doing that sort of new technology, bringing that to market. And this can be anybody that has an idea. And we've talked about, these are people that have a vision, that have had a vision for a long time. Now, this doesn't mean that just because you at your job, you may not have a vision, but you may love what you do at your job. You just don't like the way it's currently done. You're not able to have any input.
What things do you want to do that, apart from maybe what you're doing today, you may not even realize the value you're going to be adding to society? And you're going to unleash not only a way of living life, but of contributing to life. And so as you listen to us talk today, look at yourselves. Look at what you're about. And look about something you wish you could have done or you would have liked to have done, but for whatever reason you feel you need to be in this existing mode instead of a living mode. Perhaps you've got a stagnated job and you'd rather have more what we call a living job. And here's an opportunity, and that's what we're offering through the 12 Visions Party, this opportunity for you to unleash that power within you and contribute globally to the world. So it's a very powerful process. Larry, I'd like to talk a little bit more also, which is as we start talking about unleashing the geniuses, and I've already brought up with stagnation. It's interesting because as we start to really get what we call our Friday night essence, which is really, that's something about us that makes us want to just feel good about contributing, which it could be a talent, it could be a skill, it could be somehow some kind of patent that you've been working on and want to, but you obviously through other reasons in your life you can't really spend the time on it. But by taking and unleashing these skills and talents, you can be creating such happiness for yourself